because I'm in Snow Canyon State Park in the outside of St. George, Utah. It's probably the most beautiful state park I've ever been to. I'm standing on top of a petrified sand dune. Let me show you what that looks like. This is a petrified sand dune, and that's a lava rock. How it got up here, I have no idea. But all of this is a sand dune that petrified over the time. So as you can see, it's quite incredible. And out here we have more of the mountains, and you can see the field where the lava field used to be, and the black on the mountain over there would be the lava that came through there, all these lava rocks over there. It's kind of incredible. That's my son there in the background, and that's my daughter. I think that's a Joshua tree. My daughter sitting behind the Joshua tree. But anyway, today's legal tip we're going to talk about real quick is, let's say you have a closing that's about to fall through because things aren't getting done, and you want to make the earnest money non-refundable to extend the contract. So Donna Sue brought this question to me. It's a great question that she had. So what do you do in those situations? So with an FHA or VA amendatory clause, it's not something you can make necessarily non-refundable, because if the house does not appraise under FHA or a VA type loan, then the amendatory clause states that the contract's terminated and the earnest money is released back to the buyer. And that's federal law. So how do you get around the federal law? The answer is I don't believe you can. So what I think you're going to have to do in these situations is you're going to have to wait till the appraisal comes in, and then after the comes in, at that point, then you can do the addendum to the contract, making the money non-refundable. Because remember, under the mandatory clause, the only thing that makes the money refundable is if it doesn't appraise. So if you can get past the appraisal state, then you're good to go. So if you're in a situation where you have a buyer that can't get the closing done, and you want to do an amendatory clause, or you want to do an addendum to the contract, so the earnest money is non-refundable, our advice is that you wait till the appraisal's done. If the property appraises, then at that point, that is when you go ahead and sign the amendment to the contract, making the earnest money non-refundable. Because if you do appraisal, house doesn't appraise, you're going to wind up having to release earnest money despite what the contract says, because that is federal law. So I hope that helps everybody else. I hope you help everybody out, and I hope you all enjoyed this quick tour of Snow Canyon in Utah.